Magnets Heights. Alright, so March 10th, baby. We're getting our March 10th. I'm a fucking idiot. May 5th or 6th and 6th, we're going to be getting our concert thingy in Japan that should be giving us Americans a conception on when we will be getting something for the 30th anniversary of SMT. I have seen most people's predictions are the same. Most people are coming out and saying SMT5 will get a definitive edition. I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but it would be super underwhelming, in my opinion, compared to what we just got at the 25th anniversary. Think about it. At the 25th anniversary, we got a brand new SMT game. We did not get that. I feel like the idea of not getting a brand new SMT game, and granted, because it took them so long, it doesn't exactly give them a lot of time between the 25th and the 30th to come up with something. So I can kind of feel Atlas's pain on that. They did not space it out well. That being said, I would be I'm going to be very disappointed if everybody is correct and what we get is a pinnacle edition or whatever. I mean, granted, I would love a version with more content, maybe another storyline, maybe another arc, maybe another ending, something. I would love to see something like in Persona 1. They put in an entirely different route to the game with something completely different, like maybe somehow there's a complete maybe like, I mean, they did it so early on in that game, it's incredible, and it's a bit wild, but I was thinking maybe a little bit, maybe not from part 1 it changes, but maybe if there was something like from when you fight I'm blanking on her name, the Snake Lady in the very first end of the first world that you're in. If like there was somehow maybe like you beat her, and by beating her, instead of just taking her down to like a certain amount of her health, you get to go into some kind of different realm, and they really change stuff up entirely, a fully different route. I would think I would be cool with that. That would be a remaster that I would be totally down for, fully on board with. But that's more than just a remaster, obviously. That's like a whole addition to an entirely new route, and it's not like a minor change like you would say maybe like in FES. I mean, we're talking like FES, portable. We're talking a full change, kind of like Persona 1. I mean, that Snow Queen quest thing, like when I played it, like, I mean, talk about having nothing to do with the fucking, excuse my language, talk about having nothing at all to do with your original game and intention. I find that to be incredible. With that being said, okay, so here's what I am hoping for and don't think would be too crazy for them to do. Now, you've heard me say that I think that the second game in the Megami Tensei series, Megami Tensei 2, should be ported, and due to it having a world map and everything, they should recreate it and re-envision it to go through the SMT5 kind of layout and style. I mean, when I rethought about it, I guess based on how many dungeons there are, it wouldn't quite be the same, but I don't see why you couldn't mix the two. I feel like you could get more dungeons, which some people wanted in SMT5, with a mixture of the exploration piece. So I still think that's a possibility, and I'm very interested in this and would love to see it. But, that being said, I want to give you guys something different in a prediction here. What do you guys think about A Strange Journey 2? So basically, a game that is a side story of conception and changes a bit for the main frame, especially in the direction. I would say Strange Journey doesn't even go in the direction of the original games, and it really doesn't go in the direction of the new games. It really is its own kind of sci-fi spin-off, and I would love to see a second jump into that game. I wonder if they could, have an opportunity to do that again. I mean, all we've gotten is Redux since its initial release, and I'd love to see another iteration of it. Another prediction: what about if we could get Devil Survivor 3, but on a platform with some graphics that are relevant to what we've seen in SMT5? I mean, I think a full overhaul of the Devil Survivor graphics and turning it into an actual console game would make it even more fun than it already is, and the game is incredible to begin with. I mean, Devil Survivor 1 and 2 are probably two of the greatest games that have been created in a long time, and there could easily have been a third game. I'm shocked that we still haven't gotten one, but imagine if we had one that took the graphics of SMT5 and kind of mixed that together. I mean, that would blow my mind. Another prediction that we could get: how about it's time that we get a different spin-off? What if we had something in the vein of SMT If, and maybe we have some sort of connecting story to Persona? And I don't care if it's like a connection to Persona 3, 4, 5, if it's a connection to 1, if it's a connection to 2. I don't really care how they go about that. But what if we got a game that was kind of like a middle ground? So like an SMT If that kind of branches the gap a bit more to the Persona. I guess the Persona that we're all more now in tune with, so the 3, 4, 5 style. But like something that's a dungeon crawler mixed with Persona. Not too different, I guess, from the really don't want Persona Q1 and 2 rehashed here. But I'm just thinking we take certain aspects of If and kind of blend it. I think it would be a lot of fun. I mean, to be fair, Persona Q1 and 2's battle and gameplay is kind of fun. I just don't want to see the similar story necessarily. And I would like to see more of a story akin with If, and kind of exposing how maybe we could say that the bad guy in If essentially unleashed all of this stuff onto the world, and kind of give the connection of how Personas came to be from Guardians. I don't know, that one's more of that's not really a prediction. That's more of like a what if scenario that I enjoy. But okay, so we have those ideas out of the way. What could we do other than that? How about a full remaster of SMT2? No one ever talks about SMT2. It's kind of just the sequel that really fixed the first game in aspects of mapping and different things, and it really doesn't get a lot of shine. What if we had a remaster that brought it up to speed with today's graphics, and it would be a huge overhaul for Atlas to do the graphical changes, I'm sure, but not much else other than that has to change. So what if we could get that? What kind of opportunity would that leave us? And I think really what it comes down to is it would be a pretty incredible opportunity for English fans specifically, and really expanding Atlas's money stream here. Getting an opportunity as an English fan to play for the first time, like really play for the first time, other than a translation patch. Playing for the first time in updated graphics with a different battle system, maybe the battle system from Strange Journey added on to the gameplay, and really give us an opportunity to enjoy a great story in the concept of like a Conoco-based story. I think that would give us something. I mean, One thing I'd like to see come back for any of these older games with a remake or some sort of quasi-sequel would be something with maybe the old team at the head of the story portion, if they'd be willing to come back, because they really are incredible at detailing these stories with little exposition, but yet a lot of heart within these games. That's just my opinion, though. I'm hoping to see something different than SMT5 remastered. I mean, I'm not that I am underappreciative of the fact that we got such a great game, but I really, really want something different. Anyway, this is Jay with the Douchebag Brigade. Sorry for sounding a little off. I'm a little sick, but let's stay on the lookout for hopefully something great in May. Until then, I'm out.